This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. The name Rolex has long stood as a symbol of prestige, timeless design, and financial durability. For decades, collectors and enthusiasts alike have equated Rolex ownership with exclusivity, long waitlists, and surging secondary market values. However, an unexpected shift has emerged in early 2025, one that challenges many of the market's established norms. Some Rolex models, particularly those crafted in precious metals, are now appearing on the secondary market at prices below their original retail value. This unprecedented turn offers a compelling entry point into a brand historically known for its inaccessibility. Today's focus in this video, brought to you by the luxury world, is on dissecting this rare moment in the luxury watch landscape. This in-depth analysis will examine how recent price adjustments have altered market behavior, spotlight several models offering notable value, and explore what this transformation means for both seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. If you have not yet, be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with all our future content. The year 2025 has ushered in a wave of retail price increases across the Rolex portfolio. In particular, models constructed with gold, whether rose, yellow, or white, have experienced the sharpest hikes, with some references rising by as much as 14%. The Daytona, Submariner, Yacht-Master, GMT-Master 2, and Day-Date lines have all been affected. For many, these adjustments might suggest that Rolex is further entrenching its luxury status. However, paradoxically, several of these very models are now available on the secondary market for significantly less than their official price tags. This divergence between retail and resale values raises important questions. Why are some Rolex watches depreciating despite retail hikes? And what does this mean for the broader luxury watch ecosystem? To answer this, one must examine model-specific performance, collector sentiment, and the evolving dynamic between supply and demand. The Submariner remains one of Rolex's most iconic offerings. Stainless steel variants continue to perform robustly, frequently selling for prices above retail, maintaining their reputation as investment-grade timepieces. However, two-tone and gold references are telling a different story. The black two-tone Submariner, reference 126613LN, carries a retail price around $17,000. Yet, it can often be found on the secondary market for approximately $15,532, a decline of about 8.6%. The beloved bluesy reference 116613LB, formerly priced around $15,800 at retail, is currently trading hands for approximately $12,993. Even more notable is the older 40mm version, reference 16613LB, which now appears in the resale market at prices ranging from $9,550 to $11,600. Such declines suggest that certain Submariner variants are evolving from premium-priced icons into more accessible luxury tools. The shift becomes even more pronounced when examining full gold models. The white gold Submariner, reference 126619LB, often referred to as the Cookie Monster, retails at $46,600. However, it is now trading at around $31,612 on the pre-owned market, representing a steep 32.2% decrease. Similarly, the yellow gold bluesy, reference 126618LB, with a retail price of $43,500, is currently changing hands at approximately $35,113, a drop of about 19.3%. The black dial counterpart, reference 126618LN, reflects similar trends, trading for approximately $34,483, about 20.7% below retail. For those once priced out of gold Submariners, this shift presents a rare opening. While steel continues to dominate in popularity and value retention, gold Submariners now offer both aesthetic allure and financial sensibility. Turning to the Yacht-Master collection, the market reveals a similarly nuanced picture. While the titanium Yacht-Master models remain relatively firm in pricing, rarely dipping below retail without exceptional circumstances, other variations show growing affordability. The Everose Gold Yacht-Master, reference 126655, originally retails for $32,100. Yet current market trends show it available around $29,000 for 2024 models, an appealing price for a full gold Rolex on an Oyster bracelet. Its white gold sibling, reference 226659, retailing for $33,200, is also trading in the same range on the secondary market. This subtle correction positions the Yacht-Master as an underrated choice for those seeking Rolex luxury with a softer market footprint. While the Yacht-Master line may lack the widespread enthusiasm of the Submariner or GMT-Master 2, its refined maritime elegance and under-the-radar appeal make it a compelling buy, particularly in the current environment of reduced premiums. The GMT-Master 2, long celebrated for its utility and dual-time functionality, continues to enjoy robust demand in stainless steel and two-tone formats. However, it is within the gold segment of this collection that opportunities are quietly surfacing. Consider the white gold GMT-Master 2 Pepsi, reference 126719BLRO. Despite a retail price of $45,200, it now trades on the secondary market for approximately $38,000. Even the rare meteorite dial version of the same reference, once commanding prices far above its $47,900 retail, is now found at around $56,000, a notable contraction from its speculative highs. Of particular interest is the yellow gold root beer GMT-Master 2, which has transitioned from high-demand rarity to a surprisingly attainable offering, often trading below its list price in pre-owned condition. These developments mark a critical turning point for collectors accustomed to associating the GMT-Master 2 range with immediate resale premiums. The Rolex Daytona remains the crown jewel for many collectors. Stainless steel and two-tone references continue to command premium prices. However, the full gold variants, once nearly impossible to acquire without substantial markup, are now showing signs of depreciation. The Everose Gold Daytona, priced at $50,500, has seen a secondary market pricing dip to between $48,000 and $49,000. This softening is unexpected, especially for a model that historically demanded significant premiums. Similarly, yellow gold Daytonas are also trading below retail, unless accompanied by rare dials such as the coveted Pikachu variant. This change suggests a recalibration in collector priorities. The days of speculative buying and instant flipping for profit appear to be waning, at least for precious metal Daytonas. Among Rolex's most luxurious and heritage-rich models, the Day-Date has also felt the tremors of the current market shift. Historically reserved for those seeking the ultimate statement in horological sophistication, the Day-Date is now undergoing a subtle pricing realignment. The Everose Gold Day-Date, once retailing around $43,000, now frequently appears on the secondary market at or even below that figure. Similarly, the white gold reference 228239, typically priced at around $48,000, is now trading in a range from $46,000 to $48,000, essentially at parity with retail. Such pricing stability, while less dramatic than the markdown seen in the Submariner or Daytona lines, signals a cooling off in speculative fervor. For serious collectors, it may now be possible to acquire one of Rolex's most dignified timepieces without the traditional markup barrier. What does this new pricing landscape mean for those in the market for a Rolex? For one, it marks a shift from the frenzied, speculative climate of previous years, when even entry-level Rolexes were trading at 30 to 50% above retail. The narrative has changed. In many cases, patience and strategy now reward the buyer with a fairer, more stable entry point. This recalibration does not necessarily signal a decline in Rolex's brand value or desirability. On the contrary, it suggests a market correction, one that could ultimately benefit long-term enthusiasts and restore focus to horological merit rather than flipping potential. The appeal of Rolex remains intact, but the route to ownership has become less turbulent. Moreover, the price disparity between retail and resale values may reflect shifting consumer sentiment amid broader economic caution. Buyers are becoming more selective, placing greater value on intrinsic craftsmanship than on speculative momentum. In this environment, underappreciated models, pre-owned timepieces, and precious metal references represent a new kind of luxury, accessible, measured, and sustainable. As 2025 unfolds, the Rolex market appears to be at a pivotal juncture. With the brand continuing to raise retail prices while certain models slide on the secondary market, an unusual window has opened, one that allows for strategic acquisitions at a relative discount. For the savvy collector or the enthusiastic newcomer, this may be the most opportune time in recent memory to acquire a Rolex not just as a status symbol, but as a lasting timepiece of value and legacy. What are your impressions on the topic we shared in this video? Let us know by commenting and giving this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to the Luxury World for more insights into the world of luxury timepieces.